Hey, how's it going, YouTube? My name is Ruhan the Gamer. This is FPL Part 12. And to jump right into the team, Baruch got 7 points, Koscielny with 8, Luke Shaw with 6 points, and Evans came out injured after 10 minutes, so he only got 1 point. Cazorla here with 6, Eriksen 2, Hazard with 3, Juan Mata with 7, another good week for him. Rodriguez had 5, Dzeko with 2, and Suarez had 8, my captain. I'm not sure if you guys saw me do this, but Aguero's injury got more severe, or it just turned out to be worse than they had originally thought. So I swapped him out for Dzeko, and this was one of the first games in 60 games or 60 matches or something where Manchester City hadn't scored at home. So that was just really unfortunate timing. But hopefully the next couple of game weeks, Dzeko will bag a goal or something, so then this will become more worthwhile. And here on the bench, Speroni would have got me 2 points. Hernandez only with 1 because he's been a substitute as of late. Unfortunately, I had Ivanovic here on the bench. As you see, that would have got me so many points, and I definitely would have gone up in every single one of my leagues had I played him instead of, Evans, Eriksen, Hazard. But I didn't, because I didn't expect Chelsea to keep a clean sheet against City, and it was just luck that he scored. I mean, it was a great goal, but it was luck that he was kind of in that area to score. And here Mariappa didn't play either, Hernandez kind of did, but not that long, and Mariappa didn't play at all. So what I'm looking to do for the next couple of weeks is getting rid of a couple of my Crystal Palace players, because coming up they have a pretty tough schedule. We'll just take a look. This one is the best one they have for the next couple of game weeks, because they're away to Everton, home to United, away to Swansea, home to Southampton. They are Palace. Away to Sunderland, and away to Newcastle. I don't really see them doing too well for quite a while. Home to Chelsea. So, gonna be looking to get rid of Mariappa and probably Speroni. I don't want to really take any 4-point hits, though. I might have to if something else comes up, like Aguero's injury. If anybody else gets hurt or just stops playing, because I think the main things that I need to address in the squad are getting rid of Hernandez. Bring him in the first place was kind of a risky move, and it did not pay off at all. So yeah, he has to go, and then probably, like I said, my Palace players. So 55 points for this game week, 10 points above average, yet I still did fairly well in my leagues. Going up in the overall rankings is always nice. Highest was 113. I did do the 2 transfers because of Aguero's injury. But I'm really happy I got these clean sheets right, except for Manchester United, because there were very few. I'm not gonna scroll all the way back over there, but there were very few clean sheets this week. Let's see, we're gonna look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they were kind of unlikely ones, like Chelsea away to Manchester City. This one was pretty obvious, though. This one was somewhat obvious. I'm glad I decided to play both of my Southampton players, or all 3 of them, and 2 of them were defenders, which got clean sheets. And then, of course, the shitty game, which was the Tyne-Wear Derby. Derby? I have no idea. That was stupid. And then West Ham shutting out Swansea was kind of predictable as well, due to the way they played against Chelsea. So, looking at the squad I have set up for the next, or this upcoming game week, this weekend, we have Baruch, Shaw, my Southampton defenders, Mariappa, Ivanovic. I am going to play Mariappa just in case he actually does come back, because, he hasn't been too bad in terms of points, and you see he went on a really long stretch of playing, and then he just didn't play against Arsenal. So in case he comes back, I would rather play him than Company, just, after the way they played against based on how City played against Chelsea, I would rather play Mariappa. That's what I'm trying to say. So we have Ivanovic and Hazard, Eriksson, Mata, Cazorla, Rodriguez, Suarez, and Dzeko. I do hope that City can bounce back after the Chelsea loss and do something nice against Norwich, and hopefully Dzeko can score. I'm always kind of worried about having City players that aren't 100% nailed on. So I wanted a City defender because they have away to Norwich and then home to Sunderland as well as Stoke. So I wanted to bring in a defender that actually plays, and the only one that I could think of that was 100% gonna play for those next few matches was gonna be Company. So I had to pay a lot more, but I guess that's just what you got to do. So I'm looking at Hazard as my captain just because Newcastle have been shit. We just have not been playing very well at all, and Chelsea played phenomenally against City. And Hazard was very involved. He just, they only scored one goal, and he just didn't, he wasn't particularly involved in the goal that happened. Or, he just didn't pick up an assist. So I'm thinking that they'll make something happen against Newcastle. I 100% expect us to lose and get shut out. So, I would love to be proven wrong, but I just don't really see it happening. So, Hazard's going to be my captain unless I change my mind late on, because I have done that before, trust me. Excuse me. But Mata vice captain just because he's had two fairly good games against in the last two games that he played. So vice captain. I don't know what to do about Suarez. He's kind of the go-to player to captain if you're undecided. But I kind of think that recently he just has been decent. Obviously, that 11 points was really nice, but I think he might not ever get these 24, 22, 16, 15 scores for the rest of the year. So I'm kind of just not thinking about captaining him, especially since it's against Arsenal, and Liverpool haven't even been doing too well at home. They tend to do better on the road, bagging like 4 or 5 goals. It seems to be more on the road. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. What I was definitely gonna do is what I was thinking about was just swapping Company for Mariappa. It's very unlikely that Mariappa plays just 20 minutes because usually managers don't make that kind of a change. If they do, it's whenever they're up by one goal and they need to keep the lead. They'll bring in a defender for an attacker. I just don't. And I don't. For some reason, I don't see him coming on at all. If he doesn't play, he's not going to play for the whole game. So then I will get an automatic substitution for Company, which I would definitely prefer if they don't keep a clean sheet. Opted over Boruc instead of Speroni just due to form and just the fact that it's Southampton. They were brilliant at keeping clean sheets early on this year, and I'm kind of thinking they're going to go back to those ways. And earlier I was kind of considering playing Speroni, but Southampton is just a better squad, and Stoke have only won one game in the last, I don't know how many weeks. They won against United, but then before that it had been December or something. I think I mentioned that in the last video. But I'm thinking Southampton should be fine. And I think that's going to wrap up this video. I don't want it to run on too long. So if I left anything out, or if there's anything else that you would like to know, leave it in the comments. And also one more thing. I hooked up my PVR for those who follow my gaming stuff. I hooked up my PVR to my PS3, so I'm thinking about bringing back for Platinum I'll Prevail, The Last of Us multiplayer series, just because I really want the Platinum Trophy all of a sudden. Like, I've had only one trophy to go since July of last year, and I'm finally thinking that I'm going to get it this time. So, yeah, I might record some of that later on today, and hopefully everything goes smoothly, because, you know, I've had so many issues with my PVR for months, and, you know, it's just getting ridiculous. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
Past endeavors in the hotel room, but with whom? A pretty young thing, I must assume her the